Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Investors reviewing a startup for a potential investment know there are many risks to consider. Here's a list of key risks to look for in a startup. Team risk. Does the startup have the right team with the right skills, and can they work together? Market risk. Will the market provide enough opportunities for the startup to succeed? Competition risk. Will the competition outrun the startup? Timing risk. Is now the right time to launch this startup? Funding risk. Will the startup be able to raise enough funding to accomplish the milestones? Marketing risk. Will the startup be able to get their message across? Sales risk. Will the startup choose the appropriate sales channels and hit the forecast? Technology risk. Will the technology landscape move against the startup and obsolete their technology? Product risk. Can the team build the proposed product? Hiring risk. Can the team hire the right people based on their location and position in the market? Consider these risks in making a startup investment decision. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.